Hello, welcome to today's Mindful Joy and Wellness. The verse that I was meditating on recently was, "The Lord appeared to me, saying, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, with loving kindness I have drawn you and continued my faithfulness to you." From Jeremiah 31:3 in the Amplified Version. And I was just meditating on it because of that loving kindness, that faithful Hesed love that Drew has talked about, and many times with the covenantal love, that loving, ever faithful covenantal love. But today we're going to work on our hip openers. So I hope that you have your hips ready to get some stretching in. Let's begin on Mindful Joy and Wellness with our 3 stretches. Inhaling, arms up to the sky. Exhaling down, opening our chest. Inhaling up to the sky. Exhaling down. Good. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale down. Good. Well, to start, we're going to get up on our hands and knees and just warm up those hips. So moving in a circular fashion, we're going to bend our body forward. Inhale. Exhale through. Inhale forward. Exhale through. Inhaling and exhaling. Just warming up those hips, warming up the shoulder joints, warming up the wrists. Good. Pausing here. Let's exhale as we go back. Inhale forward. Exhale as we go back the opposite direction. Good. Inhaling forward. Exhaling. And inhaling. Good. If you like, we can do a little bit of a figure of 8. Work your mind here as we go forward one direction and backward the other direction. Really good hip stretch here. Just opening up those muscles, the joints, the fascia. Good. And then we'll pause. See if you can do your figure of 8 the opposite direction. Yes. Good work. Takes a little bit of concentration, but you're doing it. That's great. Good. Let's do a child's position. So bringing your knees to the front and letting your hips sink over your ankles. Let your arms reach forward. Good. Stretching out those shoulders, stretching out the arms, stretching your chest and your hips and your knees and your back. Good. All right. We're going to do a frog. And if you want to just do a half frog to begin with, we're just going to take that knee out to the side and sit back. So that's just a little bit of a half frog here. So you're just opening up that in between your knee space. And then we'll come back up. And if you'd like to take the other one out, I'll face the camera so you can see what we're doing. We're just taking that knee out and resting back, opening up that hip. And coming up, if you'd like to take the other one out, taking the other one out. Good. It doesn't have to be very wide to get the benefit. And we'll do the other side one more time. Good. Now instead of bringing it forward, if you want to bring both hips out, so we have a little bit wider here, and sitting back. This is our little frog. If you'd like to rock in this position, that also is a comfortable position for those hips. Good. Just getting some hip opening. Great. When you're done, you can sit back up and feel that stretch. Feels so good. Good. We'll come back on down to our bottom and come into deer position. So you have 90 degrees with this and 90 degrees with the back leg. See if you can get them kind of nice straight posture here. And then we're going to lean over this front leg. So just walking the hands forward. Maybe feeling the stretch in that hip there. Good. Just noticing how that feels. Listening to your body. Not going too far where you're causing yourself pain. And then walking yourself back. If you'd like to do another stretch in this position. You can lean back. I'm just going to rotate so you can see as we're rotating back. So you're leaning back. You can come onto the elbows if that feels good. Or you can press yourself through that hand and reach the arm up. Or you can even turn those heels and reach up for the wild thing. Good. Whatever variation you want to do. Whether it's this, or this. Good. Just noticing how that feels on those hips. Great. So we've had the hips turn this direction. Now we're going to rotate them this way. And just this exercise itself is good for those hips. So we're going to lean over the front one. So we're walking forward, finding that stretch in the hip, seeing how it feels, breathing, and then walking ourselves back. Again, if you want to just gentle lean back, you can do that. If you want to come down onto the elbows, you can do that. If you want to put your weight in there and come up on the feet, you can do that as you stretch up. Oh, nice hip opener there. Good. So whichever position you're doing is great. And then we're going to turn those knees back and just do some gentle windshield wipers. So really great hip opener here as we're opening and closing those hips. Good. Just finding that movement through those hips. Really great. Good. And then we're going to lay down and find some nice length through those hips. So doing those spinal twists as we stretch. If you want to stretch those arms up, get some length. And stretch the legs out to get length. Ah, it feels good through those hips. Pointing and relaxing those toes. Good. We can tee the arms out. And you can rotate those knees. Just windshield wipering gently side to side as well. Next time they're to the front, you can just let them relax for your spinal twist if you want to turn your head and rotate backwards. And then using your core, come back to center and let them fall to the back. If you'd like to gaze forward, you can do that. Good. You're doing so great. And then come back to center. We're going to widen those knees a little bit. So we're doing a wide leg spinal twist. If you'd like to gaze behind you as the legs fall forward. And then using your core, come back to center and let them fall behind you as you gaze forward. You're doing great. Good job. And then using your core, come back to center. We're going to place that ankle on the knee. And then if you'd like to grab through the thigh, gently pull that. You can rock side to side if that feels good. You can send that leg long for a little hamstring stretch, little ankle stretch, full body here. Good, then you can place that on the ground and switch. Placing other ankle to other knee, reaching through, grabbing for that leg. Sending that heel long if you like, and doing a little ankle stretch, maybe some toe stretches as well you can do with both feet. And bringing it down. Let's hug those knees to our chest. Gentle rocking. Give yourself that nice low back massage. Wonderful. Excellent work there. Good. All right. Well, let's roll ourselves back up. That was a great little hip opener. And hopefully you found it helpful. We're going to end our day with Mindful Joy and Wellness with our 3 inhalation and exhalations. Inhaling up to the sky. Exhaling down. Inhaling peace, joy. Exhaling love, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness. Good. Inhale up. And exhale down. Great work, everyone. So proud of you for joining me today on Mindful Joy and Wellness. I hope that you have an amazing day.